am making beef nacho supreme. For the sake of time, I have already browned 1/2 pound of hamburger. This will make 2 servings, both for David, since I can't have any. To this, we're going to add, let's add our tomato soup first. This is 2/3 cup of tomato soup, undiluted. This canned tomato soup, and the rest you can just make into soup, so there'll be no waste. 3/4 cup of water. Stir that around a little bit. Two tablespoons of taco seasoning. I used Old El Paso. It was actually part of a package we had left where we used a little bit for something else. But just 2 tablespoons out of a package of your favorite kind. Then 3/4 cup of instant rice. I have brown because that's what we eat. I'm going to bring this to the bowl, which is pretty much there. Now we are going to remove this from the heat, cover it, and let it sit for 5 minutes or until that rice is done. Okay, so I had David taste it, since I can't, to see if the rice was done. He said no, it was still hard. And it had sit there longer than 5 minutes because I've been getting toppings ready. So what I'm doing is I've added another 3/4 cup of water, and I'm going to bring this up to the bowl and then let it sit. Maybe being brown rice, that wasn't enough water for it. So just keep that in mind. If you use white rice, both of them sit 5 minutes. My instructions say for brown rice to sit 5 minutes, but I'm guessing maybe it takes more water. So we're going to give this a shot. Yeah, it's no big deal. As long as we can get it to soak that liquid up, we'll be good. Okay, now we will remove from heat and let it sit again. I had David come and test it. You see it's still loose. Probably 3/4 cup of water was too much, but I wasn't sure. But he tested it and said that the rice was done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cook it down until it's thick. It shouldn't take long. So if you're using brown rice, I would add more water. I wouldn't add 3/4 cup because then you could skip this step right here. But I would definitely add, it's 3/4 to begin with. I would probably add another maybe 1/2 cup. I don't know. But if you're using white rice, you probably don't have to do this extra step. So I'm just going to let this sit here and ball down a little bit. If you can see through the steam, it thickened up. It didn't take long at all. I didn't count the minutes, but it was not long at all. So let's move this off the heat, and we'll bring it over here and show you how I'm going to serve it to him. I have a plate of tortilla chips, and this makes 2 servings, so I'm going to try to see what half would be. Sprinkle it. Just spread it around his chips. Now you could eat it and dip your chips if you wanted to, but I want to make it more like nachos. Okay, now we're not going to stop there. We're going to add some sour cream. And remember, he's not worried with calories or points. He's had a long day, so he'll want something good for supper. And then some shredded lettuce. Then we'll put on some cheese. I can get it open. Then some tomato. And finally, some avocado. I cut it. Let's see if I can get it around in pieces. Now, granted, you don't have to top yours the way I did. You can use some of the toppings, all the toppings, whatever you like. You can eat it plain, but this is what I'm serving David. It's a nice hearty dish. It should be very, very filling. So there is the beef nacho supreme. Now, that's not the end of the video because I'm going to make him eat some and then I'm going to let him give you his critique. So hang on. Okay, let me see if I can get him over all the stuff on the table. Okay, you took just a couple bites. What do you think about it?
Man, she knocked it out of the park.
Does that mean you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Would you have it again?
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Okay, well, you heard it. You heard it from the man himself. I told him, I said, I can't taste it and let him know, so you got to come do it for me. That is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you make this, I hope you enjoy it as much as he is. And I will see you on my next one.